Vani,
I'm coming to you. Vani.
Yes, so do not run this smear campaign. Do not run this smear campaign. Do not try to, give a perception that the Aam Aadmi Party has faltered. I am challenging
Mr.
you. Unleash your CBI, your enforcement
Mr.
directorate,
Chadda,
on my party. And let us also,
Mr. Chadda,
on this channel, hold on. On this channel, let me say that I urge the Home Minister to conduct an inquiry before the 7th.
Conclude braggadocio. That's braggadocio.
So that one can understand what has happened. But do not try to influence the minds of the voter by resorting to such
No. Do not deviate. Do not divert from the issue. You can't get away today. No, you can't get away today by a mere rant of talking about an investigation. You can't get away today. Remember,
Mr. Chadda, I want to also point out to you, Mr. Chadda, I want to, Mr. Chadda,
public property.
Raghav Chadda, 1 minute. Raghav Chadda, some more interesting facts are coming to light now. Priyanka, I'm going to come to you. Kamal Mitra Chenoy, I'm going to come to you. But I want to share one interesting fact. Priyanka, just listen to me. This company, Skyline Metals and Alloys Private Limited, in what is clearly seen to be what people call figuring out transactions, its balance sheet dated, please listen to me, Raghav, why aren't you paying attention? Dated March 31st, 2012, has assets of 1,62,39,000 and the same number of liabilities, difference is 0. There is little economic activity between 2 years. The amount of assets has reduced by 8,167 rupees. Now, I want to know how a company with this kind of a balance sheet, for God's sake, for crying out loud, Raghav Chadda, 1 minute, Raghav, 1 minute, Raghav, 1 minute, let me complete.
Yes.
Don't stop me when I'm just telling the viewers the basic point. How are you able to raise 50 lakh rupees and donate it to the Aam Aadmi Party?
Sir, I am saying investigate.
You won't even get that as credit.
Directorate on these. These are not our companies. We have no association with these companies.
But they're giving you the money.
Prosecute
but you're
them.
the benefactor. You took money from them.
No, please. No, Raghav.
I don't know who they are.
Is it
Raghav, if I may ask a question.
Arnab,
are you saying that a political party needs to audit the financial statements of the
Sir, I am saying...
Listen, as far as...
Okay, one second.
Raghav, as far as...
Priyanka's turn. Priyanka, Vani, please, 1 second. Vani, please, 1 second. Priyanka.
Donation above 9.99... No,
Mr. Goswami, please let me complete my
Vani, not Vani. Priyanka, please, Priyanka.
Talking about some screenshot that you all have been given, some... No, please understand, Raghav, please allow others to talk. All I'm trying to say is when you keep talking about getting a clean sheet or some affidavit which said your funds were transparent, that was a totally different issue altogether. That was about something to do with foreign funds that AAP was receiving. And that was the case that you've been quoting all along, and you've been telling the audiences, that whoever's watching Times Now right now, that you... No, please listen to me. It's extremely also hilarious. It's also extremely hilarious when you ask for IPC sections, when you come from a party which has totally mocked the democracy, the constitution and IPC as well. Thirdly, Raghav, when you're talking about large amounts,
Raghav, listen to her.
And when you talk about some checks and balances, like any amount exceeding 9.999 lakh will be checked by you, will be passed by the Political Affairs Committee. Where are the minutes of the meeting where this particular financial transaction was approved? That is all my limited question and limited point to you is, when Aam Aadmi Party itself claimed that they will, any clearance, anything above 9.99 lakh will be cleared by the PAC. Where are the minutes of that meeting which took a donation of 50 lakhs from 4 different companies? That is
2 crores in all, 2 crores in all.
When you talk about, following checks and balances, and now you take a moral high ground about investigation, why is it that you all didn't have checks and balances in place? You talk about being a separate, different parties, cleaning up the system, you clearly haven't followed those same things.
And
you have been speaking all along. You haven't been
Arnab, when he says that they do not follow
Vani, later. I'm now going to my panel next. I'm going to go to my panel next. 1 second. You all spoke and I let Raghav respond. Raghav, a simple point is this. I want to play a soundbite. Can I play a soundbite before you reply? Raghav, a soundbite before you reply. 30-second clip of your leader, Yogendra Yadav. This, 1 second. This clip is going to justify. This is a clip of February 2014, ladies and gentlemen. At that particular point of time, the Aam Admi Party said that anything above 9,99,999 The clearance for that goes to the Political Affairs Committee, which has Arvind Kejriwal, Gopal Rai, Ilyas Asmi, Kumar Vishwas, Manish Sisodia, Pankaj Gupta, Prashant Bhushan, Sanjay Singh and Yogendra Yadav. And this is Yogendra Yadav saying it. Now, keep in mind when you watch this, the amount of money they've got from unknown sources now, as it appears, is 20 times the amount Yogendra Yadav is talking about. Raghav Chadda, don't look exasperated. Here's the soundbite. We keep you on the screen. Hear Yogendra Yadav for yourself. I'm coming back. Yeah.
पहली पार्टी है जो एक एक पाई का हिसाब जनता के सामने रख रही है, कहां से चंदा ले रहे हैं, एक एक चेक, एक एक चीज जनता के सामने रख रही है. कहीं ऐसा तो नहीं कि ये नई तकनीक सफल हो रही है इसलिए पुरानी तकनीक वाले परेशान हो रहे हैं.
Well, that's not the exact soundbite. Let me see if I can pull the exact soundbite out. But in that exact soundbite, if I can pull it out, they had said it was played 1 minute. It was also played at the BJP press conference. They said if you give us 9,99,999 rupees, if there is 1 rupee more than that, then we are going to ask, gadbad to nahi hai. When somebody said Mukesh Ambani se aap paisa lenge, to he said we will ask this committee whether we should take money. Gadbad to nahi hai. To is waqt aapne gadbad ke bare mein kyun nahi socha? Kal agar tomorrow Raghav Chadda, if it turns out the money is from, black money guy, someone with a Swiss bank account, a Hawala transaction, a smuggler, a terrorist, will you turn around and say, but the terrorists gave us money by check, how does it matter? What kind of logic is that?
Okay, now let me answer this. I think you've raised a very valid point. As you mentioned that is this money from a person who's been.
That we don't know these
Can I please speak? Arnab, is the question to me or is Vani the spokesperson of the Aam Aadmi Party?
And they were aware
Vani,
of
let
it.
him speak. Vani, let him speak now, please.
We don't know who
now,
these
Vani,
people are who've given the donations.
All right, Vani, let him speak.
One last thing you must
No, Vani,
ask
you
him.
let him speak.
If these norms were flouted, they were aware of it. And they were talking about financial probity throughout. So he's accepting tonight that these norms were flouted as far as donations to his party is concerned.
All right, please. Raghav Chadda, please.
So, Mr. Goswami, 3 quick points, and I hope nobody will intervene me. Point number 1, the political affairs of the committee does a reasonable check, but the political affairs of the committee does not audit the financial statements of the last 3 years of every company that gives us money. That's point number 1. Point number 2, Mr.
No, 1
Goswami,
second. 2 crore rupees. Everyone gives you 2 crore rupees every night.
Please.
How many people give you 2 crore rupees every night?
A company which is giving you 50 lakhs, you wouldn't even check that. That sounds a bit far-fetched.
Priyanka, please let me speak.
What is the
please,
locus
do not
standard
jump
of
down
that
my throat,
company?
please. I'm
What is the
requesting.
condition of that company? 15 times jump in their money standing within a year?
Committee of the party.
This is serious money. Whose money was it? Did you, no, 1 second. Did you look into the background? 1 second. Did you, no, 1 second. Raghav, I'm asking you this because you set the standards. Did the Political Affairs Committee of the Aam Aadmi Party look into the background of the 4 companies? Did it look into their financials, their addresses, some of which have turned out to be fake? Was it aware that Goldmine, Bilcon Private Limited and Sun Vision Agencies Private Limited did not even exist in the location that they are supposed to? That this is turning out to be exactly the same affair that you used to accuse the BJP leaders of. Can you explain to me who Hem Prakash Sharma is? Hem Prakash Sharma, who's on the director of these 3 companies. Did you establish contact and ask who is this Hem Prakash Sharma who wants to give 2 crore rupees to the Aam Aadmi Party? Did you ask? Or does it not matter? As long as the money is coming in, it doesn't matter, does it?
So, Mr. Goswami, now I am making 3
No,
points.
by the way, Hem Prakash Sharma.
No, let him complete. No, Priyanka, let him complete.
All the doubts, all the questions that you are raising today would be answered. Please. So, first of all,
what do the companies do? Do they make ice cream or cement or something else?
Do statutory audit.
What do these companies do? Did you look into the activities of the company?
Or the financial statements of these companies?
What is their business?
No political party in this country.
What is their business?
Statutory audit.
What is this? What scrutiny did you establish them? Did you look at the balance sheets?
Point number 1. Point number 2.
No, would a company, no, 1 second, 1 minute. Do companies with negligible business give you 2 crore rupees? The first logical question you ask is who is giving me so much money?
Bear with me.
No, you don't ask yourself the question.
So I'm answering
who is giving me so much money?
The Commerce
No, 1 second.
I'm answering that. Sir, the Commerce Minister, the Corporate Affairs Minister of the Government of India have been doing successive press conference one after the other to malign us. Why don't they order an investigation?
Sir, I'm asking you
and prosecute those guys? It is not my company or my party's company. We have no connection.
Sir, but the company is funding you. The company is funding you. You are fighting an election, taking money from them. Who on earth are these guys? Who is paying you?
Prosecute us.
You have destroyed your basic argument tonight.
Altered on any legal provision. And point number 3, Mr. Goswami, this transaction is an 8-month-old transaction. You must tell
so what? So what? 1 second.
If it is 8 months, so what?
No,
it was found today only.
Brought this transaction and giving a spin. The BJP is giving a spin and has launched this or done this alleged expose today, 3 days or 4 days before the election. So this clearly proves that the Bharatiya Janata Party is running a smear campaign in order to malign the image of the Aam Aadmi Party, and Bharatiya Janata Party is the party which does not even disclose who's funding them.
No, 1 second. Neil is responding to you. 1 second. 1 second, Neil, 1 second. Your ex. 1 second, please. 1 second. No, 1 minute. Right now on the screen, Raghav Chadda is taking on Neil Terrance Haslam. Terrance Haslam, till recently, 1 second, I want to introduce both these gentlemen. Raghav Chadda, Neil Terrance Haslam are two young men on both sides. They are both joined the Aam Aadmi Party, may have been friends at one time, and today Neil comes out and he does a press conference exposing the Aam Aadmi Party. Raghav Chadda says you are on the payrolls of the BJP. Now I put you on, and if you want to respond to that,
I don't even know who he is, Mr. Goswami.
Raghav,
in all fairness, to be honest, I don't even know who he is. I've never seen him.
Then why are you making an accusation that he's on the payrolls of the BJP? How do you know?
Because everybody, every beat journalist in Delhi knows what Awam is. Awam is a frontal organization of the Bharatiya Janata Party, financially supported by their leader.
Again, I'll tell you what, you're accusing Awam, and Arvind Kejriwal is not half the man of Karan Singh. I am witness to Karan Singh's he was expelled. I was a witness to Arvind Kejriwal's lies, and Arvind Kejriwal, sorry, I voted for you. You are a disgrace. I voted for you, I loved you, I donated for you, I did a lot for you that you can even dream of, sir.
Mr. Goswami, please.
You are a sad man. Your party is filled with
into an Oprah Winfrey show.
Your party is filled with hatred, animosity, and
do not acknowledge
just wild stuff. You just give accusations. Can you prove your fact about Awam?
This is an attempt.
One question. 7 months Awam is left.
This is an attempt.
Raghav, don't change the topic. You just spoke about Awam. You pick a topic and I'll talk to you about it. You spoke about Awam. Do you have any proof? Does Arvind Kejriwal himself have any proof? Or did he, when he was a commissioner of the income tax, make these companies?
Which companies?
These 4 fake companies. And there are 31 companies.
So what are you suggesting?
This is a plant. This is a plant.
Oh, everything is, for Aam Aadmi Party, everybody is a plant. Everybody is a BJPian. Why didn't you join the BJP then?
An attempt to malign us 3 days before the elections.
Everybody is after
the elections. This entire story has been planted. I mean, if this
is legitimate, whether it's planted or not, the fact is you have been caught.
Sir, my question is, Raghav Chadda, simple
right. If Arvind, okay, one question. When Arvind Kejriwal resigned after 49 days, if he did not resign, look at the money that he's costed our country. He's costing our country crores.
Is that why you're doing this?
He's costing our country crores. Look at the poor people on the street.
If you want it,
I'm not here. You know what? You run behind BJP, you run behind Congress. Face the fact and say, yes, Aam Aadmi is a problem. Aam Aadmi is a cancer and a disgrace to society.
Raghav Chadda, my question to you.
Arnab, no, sorry. Are we going to turn the Delhi elections into Aam Aadmi Party versus ex-Aam Aadmi Party?
What's it? Raghav is saying something.
I'm calling us a cancer.
Of course.
Who are you to call us a cancer?
Arti, 1 minute. Raghav is saying something here. What's it? What are you saying, Raghav?
True to our politics, some of us here, and we have not called anyone cancer.
I can give you screenshots of it.
This spokesperson is also a plant, a person. So essentially, the Bharatiya Janata Party has gone one step further. They are planting their.
Professor Chenoy, he admits everything. He admits there is a mishandling.
Let Neil respond.
Before airing their views, before acknowledging them, before airing their views, you must conduct a background check. These people
Neil, you
are on the
respond to it.
payroll of the
Absolutely, you know what?
Party.
You know what? You talk about a background check.
It is a setup to malign
Your Aam Aadmi talks about a background check, poll call, whistleblowers. Where is your proof against Awam?
Happened in April.
Arvind Kejriwal and Pankaj Gupta, the yes man.
No, he's asking you a question. No, 1 second, Neil, first listen to his question. Listen to his question. What's your question, Raghav? Can you repeat it, please? Because can you repeat your question to Neil?
SIT in the matter.
No, what's your question to Neil? You were asking him a question because he missed the last part. What's your basic
Mr.
question
Goswami,
to Neil?
I am neither asking a question nor acknowledging the presence of this person. I do not want to speak to or respond to unauthorized people who are on the payrolls of the Bharatiya Janata Party. And as a matter of policy,
You're
we don't
accusing
respond to them.
So everybody in India is on the BJP side. Then I think Aam Aadmi needs to pack up and leave.
Before bringing such people on your show. Yours is a
So my question to you, Raghav, is, Raghav, you tell me,
The
okay,
last time Ashish called Karan Singh a thief and a chor. And I say Arvind Kejriwal right now is stealing the Indians of their money.
Raghav, answer my question. Your party took a very high ground on issues of transparency. I am asking you tonight, please tell me a group of 9 wise men, Yogendra Yadav, Arvind Kejriwal and Manish Sisodia included, had a meeting to discuss and decide how to accept and whether to accept 2 crore rupees from bogus companies.
So,
my question to you tonight is only one thing. Please listen to the question, Raghav. Listen to the question, Raghav. Listen to the question, Raghav. The question is this: can you tell me where the minutes of that meeting are? Can you transparently tell the people of India when 9 wise men, including Yogendra Yadav and Arvind Kejriwal and Manish Sisodia, sat down? What is the question they asked themselves? You are saying they didn't ask themselves even once where the money came from?
Okay.
This is exactly what you used to accuse all political parties of doing. This is the reason why you said you wanted to join politics, to clean up the system, to create a system where you take money only from known sources. Today you take money from unknown sources and you ask us, don't ask me questions about it. Leave the political motivations of this group aside. Answer the fact, Raghav.
As many questions as you like, but do not get unauthorized people on your show. You must not.
I am asking you, and who decides what's authorized and unauthorized? I am asking you on the news. I am having an open debate. I am asking you. I am asking you. Now tell me. You tell me. I am asking you. I am asking you.
Unauthorized voices.
No, you tell me about the facts of the case.
As far as our PSC...
Yes. Oh, one second, Neil, one second. Let him answer.
Yes. So there are 3 answers to this. Answer number 1, the BJP has submitted an affidavit in the Delhi High Court saying that the Aam Aadmi Party's funding is absolutely legitimate and transparent. The Congress has also done so. And lastly, the PSC is not a body of statutory auditors. They check and vet the transaction only up to a reasonable extent.
So, okay,
particularly identifying...
Okay, one second. Counter question.
They are not auditors that they vet the financial transactions.
Okay, I get your point. I have a counter question for you.
Calculate that whether the average...
No, I have a counter question for you. Can I ask a counter question? Your basic argument is that you do not look at a company's background, you only look at whether there's some kind of a quid pro quo in relation to the transaction. And that's why if there is, then you don't take the donation. I understand that. Now please understand why I cannot accept your argument, because Raghav, please listen to me. Just look at it logically, you're a logical man. Even if we believe that you are saying you're only trying to verify if there's a quid pro quo attached to the amount that is being given, how do you determine that? A. B. Who do you get in touch with to ensure that there is no quid pro quo? C. Is it the director of the company? D. Is it the representative of the company? E. Did you call them? Did you email them? F. If you have, would you not know who Hem Prakash Sharma is? G, would you not do a basic background check of the company that is seeking to donate you this money? H, if this money was handed to you by check, as you claim, would you not do a due diligence before you deposit it? At least look up the details of the company on the Ministry of Corporate Affairs website.
Sir, all the due diligence.
Yes, Mr. Chadda, answer this.
Due diligence in line with the Representations of the People Act and the Income Tax Act was done.
What are you
Number
saying?
1. Number 2, on your channel,
saying,
I am saying that unleash the CBI, the Enforcement Directorate, the Income Tax on our party and see whether we've done anything wrong or not. And we are tomorrow writing a letter to the Chief Justice of India saying that constitute a Supreme Court monitored SIT. And
so you're buying wasting time. I want an answer. People are voting on 7th. People are forming perceptions about you.
Us on our electoral funding, sir.
You want to buy time.
We are contesting elections with meager amounts. The BJP and the Congress have been spending tens and thousands of crores.
So 2 crores, not small amount, by the way. I know it.
To ask a question to them. I think.
Sir, don't question. You know, we have asked enough questions to the BJP and we will ask more questions. We ask so many questions that Kiran Bedi doesn't give an interview to this channel. Do not question spine, Mr. Chadda. We on this channel ask questions to everyone, and we ask questions so hard and so openly that neither your leader Arvind Kejriwal nor Kiran Bedi has the courage to come and do a frankly speaking interview here, because we don't ask soft questions with underhand deliveries. So please don't tell me about spine. We ask the questions whether it is to you or the BJP. I take strong offense to what you're saying, and you should take it back.
He will give an interview to you.
I don't care about an interview, Mr. Chadda. For God's sake, understand this. Those days are gone when some politicians would throw interviews like dollops. As far as I'm concerned, you want to face straight questions, you come here. We won't give you a pre-scripted interview. Anyway, this is not about that. My question to you is, what is the due diligence that you did on the money?
The remark is about the people. This remark was on the people who are allegedly, so-called involved with the Awam organization, which is essentially a frontal organization of the BJP.
Yeah, I'm just saying it clearly because I feel too many politicians take chances with journalists nowadays. Don't take chances with me all the time now, Mr. Chadda. I ask questions. You want to get personal with me? I'm going to respond back, not personally, but in a straight way. My question. One second. Vani Tripathi is responding to you, Mr. Chadda. One second. One second. Kamal Mitra Chenoy wants to come into the debate. He's been out for a while. He wants to say something here. He's the party elder as well. Kamal Mitra Chenoy.
I want to make the
Kamal Mitra Chenoy is saying something.
I want to make the following points. Number one, prima facie, there seems to have been some error in controlling and ordering the accounts. Otherwise, this could not have happened. Number two, we do have our own Lokpal, but obviously until this came out, the Lokpal was not able to look at it. But we take responsibility for any error, but we want to say that with that also, we are very careful in checking and double checking the accounts. So this was not something, but we made a mistake.
No, Arti, the whole mistake has been made, and that's the point. That's a serious admission.
Mr. Chenoy, is that
that's
the
what I
same
said right
Lokpal
at the beginning. That Kamal is making a very serious admission here. It's a very significant admission. And if indeed there's been a mistake, why isn't Raghav Chadda admitting it? At least Kamal is saying that there's
Raghav,
your colleague.
No, Raghav will reply.
You ask the question. One moment.
Let you finish.
The last point I want to make is that it is absolutely essential for us, and this has been said since the morning, that an inquiry be done by whichever agency is the most appropriate. But not only do we want that, internally, we will make sure to make mechanisms. This never happens again.
Yeah, but
because obviously we have made
party
some
leaders
errors.
Already called it a conspiracy, which means.
And this is the tip of the iceberg.
No.
Just 1 minute.
There may be some accusation of timing, etc. But I'm not going on that.
Arti is making a point to Raghav.
The allegations can be set aside separately.
No, but Raghav Chadda, like Kamal has admitted quite candidly that maybe there's been some bungling in the bookkeeping and all the rest of it. Why can't you make the same admission?
Yeah.
Why are you going on and on saying it's a conspiracy and trying to throw mud at other people? Why don't you say that, yes, maybe we made a mistake and we will look into the thing.
He's replying to you. He's replying to you.
Please tell us. At least Kamal had the decency to admit that.
Arti ji, you see, I'm sure Mr. Goswami knows this, that on this show there is only one authorized spokesperson of the Aam Aadmi Party, and that is Raghav Chadda.
That means there is a split in Aam Aadmi Party?
No, let him come.
Does it mean there is a difference?
No, let him come. Let him come.
It's not official.
We are all Indian citizens and we have the right
to say. No, I don't know about a split. But are you trying to say that this is not
the politics
Arti, you got to let him reply, please. I don't think that's fair. He's replying. Let him reply. I insist. Let him reply. No, Vani, let him reply. Vani, I'll come to you. Let him reply.
And yes, so first of all, Arti ji, I am the authorized spokesperson of the party, and I am saying that this is a conspiracy, a smear campaign to malign the Aam Aadmi Party. It's an 8-month-old transaction that has been, trying to be given a spin of some illegitimate transaction and revealed now. Be that as it may, I am saying that the Commerce Minister and the Power Minister, forget my internal Lokpal. I mean, even if I say that my internal Lokpal will vet this and come out with an investigation and an answer, nobody, all of you will try and, downplay that. I am saying that the Commerce Minister, the Power Minister, the Corporate Affairs Minister of the, the Union government are doing successive press conference. Rather than that, they should order an investigation. What are they doing? Why are they not ordering an investigation? And let the investigation be time bound. It is only a matter of few transactions. And let the results of the that investigation come out by the 7th. How
long does it take to check this out? Why can't your Lokpal do it and give us an answer immediately? Why can't your Lokpal do
All right, gentlemen.
answer immediately? How long does it take to check this out? This is a shell company, a fake company, a genuine company. How long does it take?
In a few months, let's see what happens to him when he goes back to Aam Admi Party.
One second.
Will he be opened up with good arms?
1 second. Now I think that this debate is really taking a very serious.
Excuse me, you can excuse me.
Now 1 second. This debate is taking a serious turn.
People who are on the payroll of the Bharatiya Janata Party.
Mr. Chadha, you see there are different kinds of people. I'll just tell you one thing, Mr. Chadha. There are some people who will be on your side, and there are some people who will not be on your side. Then there will be some people, Mr. Chadha, who may have been on your side but may not be on your side now. Now that's not an illegitimate thing, right? Okay, so let's not get very intolerant of the other side. That's all I'm saying. Vani is responding to you. I'm extending this debate by 5 minutes.
Let me just remind them it was
Mr.
the
Chadha.
Lokpal which gave a clean sheet part of our
Mr. Chadha. One at a time. One at a time.
It's an absolute shame. It's an absolute shame.
Will you launch an investigation?
It's an absolute. It's an absolute shame. It's an absolute shame. It's an absolute shame. Don't shout, Mr. Chadha, don't shout. You've shouted enough. You've gotten nowhere this evening. You've shouted enough. Don't shout anymore. Don't shout anymore. It won't help. It won't help, Mr. Chadha. But it's a shame. It's a shame and it's so hypocritical. It's so hypocritical that you are trying to show. You're trying to show some kind of belief in a government. You're trying to show some kind of belief in a government where you've been pointing fingers at the government. You've been pointing fingers at its leaders, and this itself is a sign of your guilt. It's a sign of your guilt, Mr. Chadha. Just wait. Arnab, he has no tolerance to listen to anybody. There is no point in this kind of a debate. There is no point in this kind of a debate
when Nitin Gadkari, when there were allegations against, 1 minute, when there were allegations against Nitin Gadkari, 1 second, Vani 1 minute, Vani a minute, when there were allegations against Nitin Gadkari related to Purti controversy reported in several places, including this channel, and when it was reported that several companies that invested in Purti did not exist in the addresses, they were listed in the ROC. You pounced on these, and a man called Arvind Kejriwal, then with India Against Corruption, who used to say, I'm never going to enter politics, ever again. He said, India Against, I'm reading from a newspaper report which says, senior India Against Corruption member Arvind Kejriwal tweeted on Tuesday morning, quote, read present-day TOI for large expose against Nitin Gadkari, but would the NCP and the Congress chief have the courage to do something against him, or is the BJP Congress bhai? Exactly similar allegations had been made. And this was the response then of Arvind Kejriwal. And he was unforgiving, Raghav. He was unforgiving in his assessment of values and in his picture of propriety and in his demand for probity. He was unforgiving. He was unforgiving about this. You should go back and read what you had put out in your website. When you're on your website under the header dubious deals against this particular politician, now same standards will apply to you, Raghav. It's not unnatural. Mr. Chadha, 1 second, Mr. Chadha, I want to remind you, if you care to listen tonight, and I really request you, please listen to me. I am only arguing factually with you. At that point of time, a person called Arvind Kejriwal had dismissed the income tax investigation into Nitin Gadkari as an eyewash. And so, before you call for a probe, take into consideration your own adamant stand on the matter. Tonight, when we are broadcasting the Newshour, a lot of people are saying, we don't know where this 2 crore rupees went from. You cannot hide behind the cloak of what you're calling an SIT or a Supreme Court investigation. You have to take a fundamental moral position in the matter. You can't hide behind the cloak, let's have an investigation. You're sounding like the same politicians you used to criticize.
I again on your channel reiterate.
Right.
I again on your channel reiterate, and I'm challenging the BJP and the Congress spokesperson to name one provision of any legislation of this country on which the Aam Aadmi Party has faltered or found to be guilty.
The Aam Aadmi Party cannot answer any questions.
They can't even answer this simple question.
Don't go on this way. Don't disrespect.
On this funding that you have received.
Okay, Kamal Mitra Chenoy, last word. Don't use that.
It's very funny. Very funny and very hypocritical. Very hypocritical on the part of the Aam Aadmi Party that it is suddenly showing belief. It is suddenly showing belief on a government on which it has been pointing fingers. But still, the proof of the pie is in its eating. Mr. Chadda, you stand in the same ambit today that you've been putting every single political party in for these many months that you've been in politics. And that is why, again, you are smearing the other people. You are not looking within. You don't even have the courage to answer the questions that you're faced with. It's very sad, Mr. Chadda. This is great hypocrisy. And the country is watching it. The people of Delhi are watching it.
It is the only honest party in this country.
Why don't we expel the person who made the mistake?
Absolutely. You are pristine clear. You are so pious. That you don't even have answers to give about financial probity that you're facing today.
And this is again a self-certificate that you all are the most honest
It's very
party.
clear. One can see how pious you are.
Everybody
But it's a shame
Kamal
that
Mitra
the
Chenoy,
country
one
doesn't
second.
look
Two
at the
people from the same party.
You don't even have the courage
One an
to
authorized
accept them.
spokesperson, and as he has reminded Kamal Mitra Chenoy, the other not authorized. But Kamal Mitra Chenoy wants to say something to you. Raghav? Yes, Kamal.
No, not just
Dr.
Raghav.
Chenoy.
I want to say to the panel
Yeah.
that there are two possibilities. Number one, that Aam Aadmi Party was taking this money and filtering it and was under the illusion that we would not be caught out. I don't think that is a rational kind of argument. But what is clear is that there has been some serious problem in our bookkeeping because these checks came in April.
That's what the BJP and Congress also would have said.
And about our comparison
But
with
you were
other
the party
parties,
with a difference.
it is very important, as I know the Aam Aadmi Party will do, that we clean up house, and we also counter the allegations against us by rational argument and by our internal measures, which should have worked but did not fully work. But I don't think this is the end of the Aam Aadmi Party.
My last question is to Neil.
The Aam Aadmi Party spokesperson calls you an unauthorized one. So are you actually speaking for them? Mr. Chenoy, you're being called the unauthorized spokesperson of the Aam Aadmi Party.
Do not try
I mean, that is how you're being phrased here.
The Aam Aadmi Party website. Raghav, just a minute.
Vani, you have hundreds of such sitting on the panel right now. There's one sitting on the panel right now. So what are you talking about? So let's be fair here.
Okay, 1 second. My question to Neil is, if these transactions were there on the Aam Aadmi Party website on the 5th of April 2014, somewhere in my heart, I find it difficult to believe that you turned into a Sherlock Holmes from 221 Baker Street. You know, took your magnifying glass house and said, I will go walking around the streets of Delhi till I crack this case.
Well,
and if you're such a, no, 1 second, please. I wasn't born yesterday either. And if you're such a damn good investigator, why